Hi guys, hope you're all doing well. So as you may be able to see, I do not have any makeup on, and that can only mean one thing. Yes, you are right, it means I'm doing a makeup tutorial. Okay, so I wanted to do a sit down kind of chatty video, and I've got a lot of new makeup products recently. I've also been sorting out my makeup collection and ready for a collection and storage video, which I know is very highly requested. So I thought I would do a little kind of everyday minimal makeup look tutorial so you can see what kind of makeup I use on an everyday basis at the moment. So I've already moisturised and I've used the Garnier Moisture Match Illuminating Light Lotion, and this is a product that I picked up in Boots, and it was literally only about £2. It had money off it. I think it's only about £4 or £5 normally, and it was £2. And I've been really enjoying using this. I have got quite a lot of eczema on my face at the moment. You probably can't tell because of the lighting. And I don't think this is down to it. I think I just get it anyway. But yeah, this is really lovely and it's illuminating, so it does give you a really nice glow, and for about £2 I think it's amazing. And I'm now going to use a primer, and I am using the Max Factor Face Infinity All Day Primer. This has an SPF 20 in it as well, and it's just got a really lovely creamy consistency, and I'm just going to be using this all over my face just to help my foundation stay in place a little bit longer. And I do apologise if the lighting goes funny, but I'm using all natural light because it was so bright and I didn't need to use my studio lights. Okay, next up I'm going to be using a powder. Now this is a little bit of a weird thing to do, but I saw this on someone's YouTube channel a long time ago, and they said that if you use a powder before your foundation, it will kind of set in all the moisturiser and primer and really kind of keep it in your skin all day, so it keeps your skin more hydrated. And I've been doing that, so I'm using the MAC Light Mineralised Skin Finish, and I'm going to take my Real Techniques Duo Fibre Face Brush. I love this brush so much, and I'm just going to be gently powdering the whole of my face before I apply my foundation. Okay, next up is foundation, and this is a new one that I've recently picked up. I haven't shown it on any social media or anything like that, and it's the MAC Studio Sculpt, and I finally decided to try this. I was always a little bit worried about this one because I thought it was going to be a really thick foundation. Damn it, I haven't got my foundation brush. 2 seconds. And I was always too worried to use this foundation because I thought it was going to be really heavy coverage and really thick and just dry out my skin, but it's really not. I mean, it is a good coverage, but it's so dewy on the skin that I think it's great for dry skin, and if you have oily skin you just look too oily if you use this. I'm using the Real Techniques contour brush, which I think I mentioned in another video, but I really like using this for foundation at the moment. I think it's the perfect size, and I just take a tiny amount on the brush and just dot it all around everything. This is in the shade NC15, and I didn't think it was going to be the right shade. I thought it would be too dark for me, but it's actually perfect, and it's even better than my other MAC foundation, which is a NW13. I don't really understand the whole W and C. I know it stands for cold and warm, but I don't really know what my skin is. I'm guessing it's cold because I'm so fair. But anyway, this shade matches me absolutely perfectly, and I've just been loving this foundation. But like I said, it does leave you with quite a shiny finish, so if you prefer matte finishes, I would say this one probably isn't for you, or you could just powder it up afterwards to make it more of a matte finish because it really is quite dewy. Then I'm going to move on to a little bit of bronzer just to kind of warm up my face a bit, and I'm using my Hoola bronzer from Benefit, and I use the little brush that it comes with. And I just take it just in the hollows of my cheekbone. Just take a little bit on my forehead as well, just to kind of warm everything up. Okay, now on to my favourite bit, which is highlighter, and I'm going to use a mixture of 2 different highlighters. The first one is High Beam from Benefit. I don't know if I said this in another video, but I absolutely hated High Beam for such a long time. I used to think that it took off all my foundation when I applied it, but I found a way to do it now, and I use my beauty blender and I take what's on the little brush and pop it just on the top of the beauty blender, and then just gently dab that into my cheekbones until it's kind of all gone into my skin. And this is the best way I've found. It doesn't take off your makeup, it just sits lovely on top, it blends in and doesn't take off your foundation like most cream highlighters. It's a really subtle highlighter, and I like my highlighter to be quite obvious, but for a minimal kind of day makeup this is really, really great. And then the second highlighter I'm going to be using is a cream colour base from MAC in the shade Hush, and this is gorgeous. Again, I recently bought this. It's like a really beautiful peachy champagne-y colour, and it's cream, and I just get a tiny little bit on my finger and just dab that onto the tops of my cheekbones. And then I'm going to be using my Real Techniques stippling brush just to make sure that's all blended in. Okay, I've then got a blusher. Now, I'm not usually a fan of blushers, but I picked this one up yesterday and I'm really keen to try it. It's one of the new Max Factor blushes, a cream puff blush, and this is in the shade 10, which is called Nude Mauve, and I think this one's for fair to medium skins, and I'm not sure. I didn't actually realise when I first got it that they're designed for different skin tones. But I think this one is gorgeous anyway. It's a really beautiful mauvey colour, and the reason I wanted to get one of these was because they look so similar to the Hourglass Ambient Light palette blush thing. I think you know what I mean. You get like 3 baked blushes, and I think these look so similar, so I wanted to try these out first. And I'm going to be using my Real Techniques cheek brush. How well you can see that. I don't think this camera picks up colour too well. Hopefully you'll be able to see that, but that's really pretty actually. I really like that. Okay, now onto eyebrows. I'm first going to just brush them out with this little spoolie thing, and then I'm taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow, and this is in the shade medium brown. It does look dark, but it's not too dark when I get it out, I promise. And then I'm going to be using my MAC 208 angled brush, and I literally take the smallest little amount onto the brush, and I'm just going to work it through my brows just to darken them up a tiny little bit. And because I'm keeping it really simple for the eyes, I'm just going to be using a MAC paint pot, and this is in the Bear Study, colour Bear Study, and this is a really beautiful champagne colour, and I'm just going to take my ring finger and just get a little bit on there and then just blend it over the lid, and it just creates such a gorgeous base. And obviously you can use this on its own to just add a little bit of colour to your eyelids, or you can kind of just, like it says, use it as a base under the eyeshadows. Then I'm going to be using a mascara, and this is my favourite mascara at the moment. It's the Maybelline Lash Sensation Mascara, and I'm just going to apply about 2 coats of that to my lashes. As you can see, this mascara is amazing. That is just one little coat. I think it's great. And then so that's one coat. I just let it dry for a couple of seconds before I apply another coat. There we go, there's my mascara done. I love this mascara so much. I think it gives my eyelashes so much length and volume at the same time, and I think they do look false. So yeah, I really love it. And I'm just going to keep my lips really simple. I'm going to go for a nude, and the first thing I'm going to do is apply some lip balm. And recently I have been really liking the Rev de Mille lip balm. Everyone goes on about this. I've had this for a really long time, but I kind of go on and off it, and then I think, oh, it's not worth the hype, and then I think, oh, actually it is really good. So I'm going to be using this. Then I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat in Pillow Talk. I use this all of the time, and I'm just going to line my lips a tiny little bit. Just like that. And then the last product I'm using is a lipstick. This is my MAC Faux lipstick, and I'm just going to be gently dabbing it just across my lips just to give the tiniest amount of colour. So those are some of the products that I've been using recently to create just a minimal look. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it interesting to see what products I use kind of on an everyday basis and what you can create with those products that I used. Hopefully the lighting is okay and you can actually be picking up what the colours look like. But yes, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye! I got love to keep me waiting. I'm a lonely boy. I'm a lonely boy. Oh, my hair looks a weird colour.